I do HVAC work, and I was just out giving a price on some generator work.
All right, generator work. Yeah, I mean, you mean like the whole house kind of thing?
Yeah, QSO, whole house automatic generators.
Roger, Roger. You're running natural gas or what?
Yeah, the ones we use will run on natural gas or LP, either one.
Roger. Now I've got an old, here comes a war story. I've got an old, I think it's a 4600 watt generator there. It's 13 horsepower engine, and I've been working on it. I've been thinking about converting it over to natural gas. Doesn't seem like it would be a major problem to do that.
No, they sell some kits for that, and you can also find some YouTube videos on how to do that, and depending on how automatic you want it to be, it can be very simple.
Roger, it should be a lot more efficient than gasoline, wouldn't you think?
QSO, yes. A lot more efficient, a lot more clean.
Roger, less oil changes?
Yes, sir.
Roger. Now, I just have, that generator was down for a couple of years, and it was so hard to start, man. It would just tug your life out. It did not have electric start, and it was kind of too much engine for the amount of power, almost, I don't know. But I did decide to put an ether port in it, and that made life a whole lot simpler there. You know, I just got a little plug I take off, hit it with a shot of ether, and away you go.
Yeah, that's the reason why I was just quoting the job I was at. Is older gentleman sick and tired of messing with pulling that cord.
Roger. Yeah, it's so much nicer. Even, you know, the new gas engines that have that 3-hit primer, you know, where you hit it 3 times. That's a major step up from without it, Roger.
I agree. Well, I don't know what to think. I don't know if we're just having a band opening or if you've got one heck of a setup there to reach this repeater from Louisville.
Well, probably a little bit of both. I do normally transmit daily about 150 miles or so. During the week, maybe 240 miles, and every blue moon now about 400 miles, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Well, may I ask what kind of power you're having to use to do that, and a little more information on your antenna?
Roger, Roger. Well, this is a Yaesu 2900, which does about 75 watts. Really a beautiful radio. Mine is now passing the 200 millionth mile mark and starting to fail. I do have it connected to a house mic, so I'm not using the normal hand mic, which has all the remote control stuff in it, and consequently I've had to rely on the rotary hand dial on the radio itself, and after 200 million miles it's kind of getting a little flaky, but it still does 75 watts and has 200 repeater frequencies in it. I have lost contact with the being able to hit the menu, but I'm soliding forth. I do have a backup 2900 if things get tough, Roger.
Okay, well, that antenna must be doing the job if there's no additional power than that. I'm running a mobile about 30 watts here. This is a little Yaesu FT100.
Roger that. Well, I do have an antenna system. I do have quite a few Yagis around, 4 rotors, and I do position my Yagis usually south and north and southeast, and then there are my stack 7s that I use to kind of rotate around, and I have another antenna called the bomber. Some folks call it the boomer. Cushcraft calls it the boomer. It's 22 foot long, 19 element, and I just have been working with it. It uses I used a T-match, which is like double gamma matches, and gamma matches are just notoriously noisy, so I did pull the their driven element off, and I put a half wave, half folded dipole DC to ground situation, which is makes it the noise floor in the audio is about twice as quiet as the gamma matches. Roger.
Roger. Well, it's working today, I can tell you that. I don't know, I missed your first name if you gave it to me. Again, this is JAKE-N9RDZ.
Roger. Could you repeat your call phonetically, please, sir?
Yes, sir. It's November 9, Romeo Delta Zulu.
Roger. And this is a Fort Wayne repeater?
QSO?
Roger. The call here is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor KC9VKV, and we are 3 miles west of Louisville, and the name here is Jim Juliet India Mike.
All right, Jim. Well, I enjoyed it, and enjoy the day on the radio. Sounds like everything's working well for you today, and I'm pulling up on my location here. So KC9VKV N9RDZ, and we'll try you next time around.
Roger, Roger. Our call letter is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, and we do have a YouTube page which is under our call sign, and I have a QSO-VLOG page that I may be posting this conversation on YouTube if you'd like to hear your mobile from Fort Wayne to Louisville. If you go to YouTube and do a call letter search, Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, I should have it up in the next couple of days. Right at the top of the page there's a list, a segment that has about 80 some odd QSO-VLOGs in it, and this should be up towards the top and just under Art Bell. Roger. So anyway, Jake, if you still have a copy, 3 is out of the way, and have a good day. Don't work too hard, and we'll catch you later. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, and we'll be clear.